What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky review, we're taking a look at something new from the HG Gundam line. It is the 40th anniversary of Gunpla HG RX-78-2 Gundam EFSF prototype close combat mobile suit, the Beyond Global version. And I will save you guys a whole review. This thing is awesome. The box is pretty neat too, but let's just look at that. So we got some really cool like patterns here, like some kind of interesting hexagonal diamondy looking things going on. By the way, Bandai Spirit's 2020. Sorry I didn't build it in 2020, so that sucks ass. Very nice image here that's definitely based off the Gunpla itself, although probably definitely a CG rendering. All kinds of explosions and stuff. If you got this many explosions and stuff coming off the planet, you should really worry about it. Yep. And then we've got this side here, 40th anniversary. Cool. Anniversary model that pursues beautiful poses, right? And articulation and abilities and proportions through a culmination of 40 years of Gunpla technology. Okay, so this is like the diver base almost. So it's got elbows that can do that, although they made this really hard to see it, if I'm honest. So stuff can move. That's just really... Ooh, whoa. Green arrows. You guys know what that means. It's a hidden code. And you got obligatory front and rear shot. Looks pretty good. And then you've got, hey, I can hold the thing and shoot the thing. And look, more arrows in the shoulders. Yeah, the chest can bend forward and has swinging articulation structure to enable natural poses. Oh my god. All right, the groin joint axis articulates back and forth depending on action poses. Bandai, I can't believe you could say that on a box. And then, of course, you got the individual articulation in the wrist. Block allows for intense poses. I don't know about intense, but sure. And then you've got something can happen down here in the little thighs. The swinging articulation in the base of the thighs. I was right. Allows her leg to cross in a way close to the human body. Yeah, it can get close to your human body. Seriously, I don't know why this has become so sexual. All right, so BandaiHobby.net. And you got RX-78-2. Beyond Global. I don't actually know what Beyond Global means, but, you know, it's a thing. It's their new 40th anniversary. Hey, look at what we did. And then you've got experience the beautiful forms that consist of articulation when posing this kit. Oh, sorry. Recreate various emotional scenes from the series. I mean, I guess you can. I don't know any of them, but I suppose you could. Are they going to give us a... Is there a Beyond Global Charzaku coming? Because I bet there is. Look, it's got a polybag. PP. Yeah, that's about it. That's all we got going there. Polystyrene, because there ain't shit else in this kit. And you got, hey, 3-year-olds should probably stay away from this because it's 40. And that's weird. And then you've got Bedrock City said this was $22.99. I forgot I bought this at Bedrock City, if I'm totally honest. It's probably thereabouts 20 some odd dollars. Yeah, don't overpay for it. It's nothing super special. It just is what it is. But look, we got the JP Pat pending. I don't know what that actually technically means. But illustration is by Robographer. And I realized that in the last review, I forgot to point out the artist. And I sincerely apologize. It's probably the first time in all these years that I forgot to do that. And I'm sorry to those artists. But in this case, Robographer, your stuff is still upside down. It's a 40-year-old product. How do you screw this up? Seriously, I think there's new people who really don't know why the boxes are upside down. I do love the fade job here. It's actually very, very nice. Okay, let's look at the new Gundam. You know what I mean. You guys know what time it is. That's right. It's turntable time. Very dusty turntable. All right, guys. So I have built a few HG Grandpas in my day, whether it's the Revive, the G30. That's kind of it. With the exception of like a couple of other different versions of the RX-78 that are not the straight up RX-78. I've also built the MG 3.0, things like that. This doesn't build like any of those. That's just all I'm going to say. This has some very interesting and intricate and insane building concepts. And the fact, I think it only had one sticker, and that was for the eyeballs. And you didn't even have to use those. You could have technically painted them if you really wanted to. It's just insane. This thing was fun and easy to build. It was enjoyable. It was just like, hey, everything about this is nice. it was simple. I think I built it in like 2 hours, not counting anything else that was going on or panel lining it. But I built this one real quick. I'm sorry, no build montage for this. I'm just trying to build this, and I did build this while we were having power outages and or no internet. So this was kind of my only form of entertainment at the time. But let's look closer at it. So guys, let's get the obvious out of the way. I just turned this light on. Honestly, didn't realize it was off. I was like, man, that looks a little dark from this side. I wonder what that... Oh. Okay, so the other obvious thing is this is not standard Gundam coloring. Also, this is a decent standing pose. You got to get the head down, shoulders up and flared. You know, hands slightly out to the side. Utilizing the wrist joints. So it's actually pretty good. But if you tilt that up just so much, you can be like, hey there. You want me to show you what's beyond global? It's me. Seriously, I don't know why this is such a sexual review. He has to stop. But either way, the colors is what I was really trying to get at that look very different. Very not red, very off blue. Yellow is about good, but kind of that faded kind of camel yellow. I dig it. And the very eggshell white color of the body is very, very different. I mean, the shield alone lets you know how different this is going to be. Normally, I don't show it off with all the accessories and crap, but realistically, actually showing you all the weapon storage is awesome. And because, of course, you know weapon storage is... I didn't have anybody to say it. Guys, if you want to add your own is always good video to be in for any time I say weapon storage is, by all means, submit it to the Shoky Discord. I'll put up a thing, and I'll insert them. Just be cool. It'll be great. And hey, if you want us to do it in another language, that'd be even cool too. I'll throw some translations on it. That'd be neat. But let's move on with this. So let me yoink off the shieldo, which is cool. So I want to show this off how this connects. The wrist actually pulls out ever so slightly and goes in ever so slightly. And if you don't do that, you can't connect it. And that's actually kind of cool in my book. But if you want to, you can swing that guy around where it's not really offensive to anybody. And you can grab an actual handle and plug that in down here. I guess you can plug it in from either way. I'm going to plug it in from the front. That's what I do. And he has no like tabs on the arms. So the only way you plug it in is by plugging it in the way I did before. And if you want to just hold the shield like it was, you can do that, or just like so. And as I already showed, it will pivot if you use that section. You could also utilize this up here for reasons I don't actually know, but this can go up here. Perhaps I missed something in the instructions, but you can do that number. I don't know why. No. And you can hold it down low. Hi. It doesn't rotate or anything, so it's just kind of doo-doo. I do believe you can store this on the back. Maybe that's one reason. Oh, no, that you can store it on the back if you don't have this plugged in. I've remembered what it's for. Okay. So if you take this out, so you don't rotate the handle anymore, but you can, come on, you can do like this for storage sake. And then once again, more weapon storage like that. That's awesome. So now you get all of them completely free. And then, of course, if you want to yoink the little beam saberies out, these are plugged in there. They're not on tabs that stick out like other ones do. They just do this number. And they don't have, like, specific hands for this. This is, of course, the universal open holding hand section. And if you want to, you can utilize the big-ass beam saber blades. Look at this. That's a little absurd. Those are the ones with this. I had to double check. These are the ones it came with. That's crazy. Like, that's a bit much there, Amuro. So let's pull that out. You can do this number, and you can pull that out, and just throw those aside with all the other 100 or so that I have. There's a good question for you guys. How many beam sabers do y'all have in your collection? I literally couldn't tell you. I don't even know if I have all of them anymore. So let's pull the shield off the back, and we'll pull the gun off the butt. And the rifle, looks like a rifle. It do what it do. It's got the handle that flip-floppies. It's got the sensor thingy that flip-floppies, which is a whole separate yellow piece, which is awesome. Too bad the tab itself doesn't stow away. That would be awesome. And as far as I know, there's no way to store it on the shield, though I think that's never been an explicit thing it could do. Set that aside. And you do get a gun holding hand, so we can yoink that out of there. And I believe this is a standard type where you have to tear the hand away from itself, like so. Think about it. That's realistically what you do every time you do that. You're tearing its hand away from itself. Although it's really nice construction. It doesn't feel as crappy as the other ones. And I love the fact you don't have to add like a hand backer, which I hate. And then you plug it in, and now you've got gun time. Hi, my name is New Daddy. New Granddaddy. But you can call me Daddy for short. Why is this such a sexual review? And then to get him really excited, you can yoink that hand out. Push that back in because that wasn't supposed to come out. And now you've got his expressive hand, like, and you can't see me, but if you could, you'd love this too. Yeah. Okay, this has gotten weird, but shows you some movement. And he can be like, I can point this gun at the sky and have a final shot. Look, I'm final shooting. It's funny because it's called the final shooting. Anyways, so let's look at details and articulation and whatnot. And what's cool, they give you a blurry camera. It's so awesome when they do that. Now, in fact, the actual camera is made of red plastic. You don't even put a sticker or anything on it. Just red plastic. Same thing out the back. I mean, a sticker would have been cool, but it's kind of okay without it. And what I love about the backpack is it's super simple. Nothing swivels. Nothing moves. Just super simple and effective. Love it. This thing is all about being massively effective. The head is on a ball joint and then a hinge, I believe, at the base of the neck. So he can do all the movements. I did remove the safety nubs because you should always remove the safety nubs because they look dumb. Details look really good. Nothing crazy. Even the, what are they called? Vulcans? Yeah, those. The Vulcans are actually molded in the yellow that comes from the eyes and whatnot. So that's actually in there. You don't have to paint that. That's freaking amazing. Now, let's talk about this chest and how fantastic this chest is. Look at this. You get a butterfly. You get a butterfly. You get a shoulder up joint. You get... you can kind of crank the shoulder out a little bit further if you need to. You can rotate it all the way around. You can pop off the shoulder armor without actually meaning to. That's always good, right? I stressed it a little bit too far. I do love that it just plugs in there. The way the shoulder up here kind of layers over the actual armor or the frame is awesome. You get bicep rotation, which is always fun. You get double jointed elbows, which is just about as good as you're going to ever get. Molded in all these things. That's fun. And then one of my favorite gimmicks, forearm rotation, 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 and pivot. Look at this. Look at this immensity. It's like, mic drop. Hold on, wait. You know, like still shot that, so it's like a mic drop. Doof. Or if the shoulder could come straight out. You know, like Photoshop my hand out of it. Mic drop. That's awesome, actually. Beam saber drop. There we go. But that's crazy. Not to mention just the standard normal ball jointery. And the way all this layers is just fantastic. I love it. Where it's integrating the gray plastic from underneath and showing through and all that mess. Now for the rest of the chest section. It has a little bit of upward movement. It's hinging here, by the way. That's so freaking crazy. It can rotate down there And then I thought it had a little bit more movement in here somewhere. There we go. It can teapot back and forth like that. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. What? I don't know what this review is anymore. Just it's been so long. I've just needed to get this reviewed. Love the way this all layers as well. Just the construction is so fantastic, if I'm just gonna be honest with all of you people. The vents here, fantastic. The way that constructs, all this, fantastic. Love it. Everything feels secure. Nothing feels like it's about to pop off, especially this ball joint down here, which is our friend. We have hip skirt that hinges like this. I mean, what? And I don't believe you get any rotation out of it. No, it doesn't turn, but it gets out of your way. So it can do, wait for it. A Jean-Claude, but wait, there's more. But there's even freaking more. Look, you can utilize that groin drop down thingy they were talking about. Look at this. You can drop his groin. Rotate the hip without rotate the thigh. Oh my God, look at this. When's the last time you saw an HG that could do that effectively, mechanically, and not destroy itself? And you even get kind of a universal hip joint going on here. So forget just the ridiculous drop-down nature of it. You still get all the rotational energy. So it kind of is annoying if you don't want the leg to move, but you can also get it full extension like that, which is a thing. You know, you can do that. I think I screwed something up. It doesn't want to go back up. There we go. All right. So the skirts, separate them because you're not dumb, right? You're not dumb. Even the little crotch V-fin, totally a separate piece that plugs in. Back skirt, the whole thing gets up and out of your way so you can have fun with yourself. And then you even get, I believe, do you get shimmy shimmy? Hold on. I thought you got some shimmy shimmy. Maybe not. There's no shimmy. I apologize. I forgot there's a lack of shimmy. But thigh rotation is always a good thing. So look at this. You can go drop down hip, or you can just rotate the hip, which is not... I thought you could turn the thing. You're supposed to be able to turn the thing. There it goes. So you can do that. So now he's even taller. Look at me. Look at me, Amaro. I can be tall. Seriously, I have no idea what's going on today. I'm in a mood. You guys should enjoy it. So anyways, thigh rotation can probably go all the way around, but as I usually say, why would you? Double jointed knee before I run out of time. Kick himself in the A-butt. A-butt. A-hole. I do like the movement here. Look at this. The knee armor totally stays. And it's only until that point where it gets empty. That's fantastic knee joint. It's fantastic. Also, layered goodness. Gotta love that. You get some ankle thingies. Cool. Ankle thingies are always good. No real movement at the upper ankle. It's all happening down here in the foot where it's literally flip-flop falling off time. You guys know what I'm talking about when you're walking along and it's like, oh, dang it. Dang it. And then you even get some thrustery stuff underneath the thing. You guys know how Gundams do, right? I bet you do. Some of you don't, and I don't know why. But he's like, I am your beyond global friend. Now, if we put this back on, like so, once again, that clips onto the wrist. Close, let alone the details. Now, mind you, his shield is probably a little bit snug. It's not going for like cartoon accuracy or anything like that. I do wish I had another G30 that I could use for comparison. I might have to pick one of those guys up, especially because I have the G40. Yes, for those who are going to put in the comics, Shoky, do you have the G40? Yes, I have the G40. It's in the backlog. It's going to be built eventually. Shoky, do you have the origin version? Yes, I have the origin version. It's being built currently. You just got to calm down. You think I'm not going to build a whole bunch of grandpas back to back to compare? Okay, I got to build something else in between, but most of the time that's what's going to happen. And then for just an absurd comparison, because it's sitting here on the desk, there it is next to the Re-Risery Gundam. I mean, that's just stupid, right? Look, yeah, see? See, it's just stupid. I wouldn't mind getting like that new like basic speed thingy. They're like super basic ultra Gundam. You know what I'm talking about? Like there's like a super easy version. I don't know. It'd be cool to compare, is all I'm saying. But this one, realistically, beyond compare. And I've seen people doing customs of it, Casval or prototype or other, you know, different colorings. Actually, there might be a Casval version coming. I could be wrong about everything in my entire life or just that. But as it goes, this is just a phenomenal version of your grandpa. Not your dad, though, because your dad left to get cigarettes. Your grandpa, on the other hand, stayed to raise you like a real man. I don't freaking know. But either way, this thing is fantastic. Definitely, if that enough definitelys, suggest picking this guy up. Go get it. I got it from Bedrock. You don't have to. You can get it at other places if you really want to. Presumably it's not sold out everywhere, but it probably is because it's just freaking good. If it isn't sold out on the place that you normally buy things from, and you were literally waiting on me to tell you to go buy it, go buy it. Tell them that I told you to come buy it, and maybe they'll sponsor me. I don't know. I have no idea. But guys, that's going to be it for this review. Go watch other things, please. I don't know what, but just find stuff. There's like 1,500 videos for you to watch. And then I have 2 other channels if you really wanted to do that. If you want to, check out the Patreon down frickin' low. Down there, there's a Patreon. You can go check that out. And then, of course, if you want to buy any of the shirts, nobody does. But if you want to, you could. If you have any ideas for shirts, or if you want to submit designs for the shirts, I'm willing to take that. I have an email listed down below. Go check out the Instagram and stuff like that if you really want to. Twitter, I don't use anymore because Twitter's dumb. And then, of course, Patreon is mostly the thing I want to do. They get to see a lot of things first. They'll probably see a preview of this. Probably. But I'll see you guys next time. Remember, as always, keep on building globally.